This is going to be a big first for Mo and Lizzie. Not only is it going to be the first home check that either have done without myself or Tanya, but it's going to be their first home check as a married couple. But they are both totally qualified to handle this on their own. Do you guys even know like where she came, her story?
I don't know much about her at all.
She actually came from up the road here. And the man that brought her to us told me that his industrial yard that he worked at, just after Katrina, he said just like all the stray dogs used to just start hanging out there because he would start feeding them. She ended up joining the pack, and he said it just got to be too much. So we took her. And when we put her in a kennel, she became very stressed out, started barking a lot.
Yeah.
Like whenever you try to talk to her, she'd bark back at you.
I remember she was in the front, right?
Right.
And she would bark all the time.
So people used to tease her and say, "Were you talking smack? You talking smack?"
Yeah.
And then the name stuck. A home check may seem like it's pretty straightforward. We want to make sure that the house is safe, the yard is secure, the neighbors are nice. It's a whole package deal that you do when you do a home check. But as we have learned recently with the failed former smack adoption, things can come out of the woodwork and just catch you off guard, and it just takes one little thing to derail the entire process. So then, of course, was the disaster that happened in Tennessee. We drove all the way out to the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Beautiful. Got to their home. Oh my God, it was great. 10 acres of just like woods and just mountain. It was beautiful. When we got her home, when the adopters came out, they're so nice. Like, so nice, funny, just really into animals. Everything was great. The yard, the property, the house, just everything was great. Right towards the end, when we were getting ready to say goodbye, right in the middle of the adoption, I get a text from Louise. It's like, "I need to talk to you now." She says, "You need to hear something." And Scott, the audio guy, overheard the husband, through his mic, say some really bad things. So, obviously we didn't leave her there because it's like everybody in the family has to want this dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was, actually that's probably like the worst thing that's ever happened to us during an adoption. Yeah. So we brought her back. In going over the story again about what happened to Smack in Tennessee and telling Mo and Lizzie the details, it was just my way of just saying, you know what, don't walk into a situation blind. Just keep your ears open, your eyes open, look around, just really take in the whole picture. Because for someone who's experienced as I am, that failed smack adopts in Tennessee, that was a first for me, and it hit you hard. So I just wanted them to really just be on their toes. I'm not trying to make you guys paranoid or anything, but just, you look at Doris, she's this sweet lady, funny, it's just great. But, sometimes things aren't what they appear to be. So, besides just looking and doing like a yard check and a house check, just kind of just be aware. Just be aware of stuff. Just not just like what's before you, but just kind of just what's around you.
Just be like overly aware.
Yeah, just not just because her, just with any adoption. It was just my way of saying, really taking the whole picture. You have to play private investigator. When you're adopting a dog, you have to look around, look at the clues, look at all the signs, and make sure that they fit. You ready? Go to the PA, pretty state. We really need to make sure that we do this right. But I would never send Mo and Lizzie if I didn't think they could handle it themselves. If anybody can do this and handle this, it's Mo and Lizzie.
Smack round 2. Truly is a good dog.
Yeah. No, she's been great this whole trip.
Yeah.
After a 17-hour drive, Mo and I made it to Pennsylvania to do Smack's home check.
I drove the whole way.
I know, you're a really good husband.
This is our first road trip together as a married couple, and everything's going really well, actually. I think we're kind of treating it like a mini honeymoon since there was no time for that.
It was fun driving up. Look how pretty it is. And it's not even
I like
too
the
cold.
falling leaves everywhere.
Fall's the best time of year up here. It's my favorite.
I'm really happy that we're doing this home check in the fall because fall in upstate New York or in Pennsylvania too is absolutely beautiful. So I'm excited to be on the East Coast during the fall and for Mo to see it too.
Nothing out here but wilderness.
This trip definitely reminds me of home for sure, and it feels really good, and I think that it's perfect for Mo and I to be on the East Coast right after we got married.
So much country, so much room to run around.
I know, I think she'll love it here too.
Like she knows she's close. Huh?
Can you sense it? So freaking cute.
I think Smack's gonna love this part of the country. It's beautiful, and I think that she'll do really well with the weather changes. I think she adjusts easily.
My legs are going a little bit numb, but since this is my last car ride with you, I'm gonna let it happen.
We let Smack ride loose with us because we know she's such a well-behaved dog. She had to be right up front with us, sitting in between us, and she would lay her head either in Mo's lap, or at one point she was completely sitting in my lap.
Are you excited? Oh, look at the sign. Almost home, Smack. Look at signs for you. Somebody is very excited for you.
Of course, Smack is no stranger to long-distance driving at this point. Doris is still getting over the loss of her previous dog, Tiger, but it's really obvious how excited she is for Smack to get here. It seems like this will be a really great match for both Smack and Doris, so we really hope that it's gonna work out.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Lizzie.
Hi, Liz.
I don't think we
Hi,
met.
Mo. I could hardly sleep last night. I was really excited just to see Smack. Couldn't wait till she got here.
We saw the signs. That was so cute.
I think Mo and I both felt a little bit nervous doing this home check completely by ourselves and being on the road alone. So we're a little bit nervous, but we both have a lot of confidence in each other, and I think we rely on each other, and I think that in the end we'll be fine.
We just got married. This is our first adoption road trip that we've done completely by ourselves.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
This is something that Mo and I have to get used to doing. There's gonna be, other times where him and I have to do this alone, so this is a perfect way to start with Smack.
Normally we have Tanya and Perry with us and doing adoptions with us and stuff.
There's definitely a lot to think about before you bring a dog to their home. It's more nerve-wracking when it's far away and you really want everything to work out, and there's always that worry in the back of your head that something may not work out, and you drove all that way and the dog's excited and you're excited and the adopter's excited. So it's nerve-wracking for sure.
So this is our first really long road trip after getting
And you're
married.
still married?
We're still married. Yeah,
good.
it went well.
This was the make it or break it.
Yeah, no fighting.
Getting closer to each other and just understanding, in a close quarter, could we survive together as one? And I think this just kind of proved that we can. It was amazing, and just really seeing Liz for who she is. She's an amazing woman, and I love her to death.
All right then, well, do you want to show us
Sure.
everything, and then
Sure.
Mo can check out the
Yeah, I
fence?
have to ask you a couple questions about my backyard.
The inside of the house was really great, and Doris was really prepared. She had toys and a bed ready for Smack.
Oh wow, big backyard. This is really beautiful.
That's a fenced-in area.
The yard was really beautiful and very secure, which is really important.
The boards are actually buried into the ground. That door locks from the front, and it locks from both sides lock.
And it just stays locked all the time,
It
nobody
stays
comes
locked.
in and out of that
No,
gate?
because
Okay.
the only reason I have it actually is for the dog.
The fence was super high, couldn't jump over, couldn't see over. Where was the issue? Was it up here?
I did have a little concern over the way I built my fence. It was with my old dog in mind who had no jumping ability whatsoever. My concern is that she would jump if she saw a deer out in the back or a turkey or whatever.
If you had her on leash until this point, and if
Right.
you had this fencing going to here, yeah, I think that should be fine.
Although the yard was really secure, there was part of the deck that was lower, but it'll be an easy fix. I think Doris is going to be a very responsible dog owner, and I'm really not worried about leaving Smack here.